Hi everybody, it's Dr. Kerry Yerke here. Thanks for joining me today as I go over Carb Manager. I'm going to go over yesterday's entries as well as what you should be looking for with your Carb Manager. So I'm going to go right into the login phase here on Carb Manager. So here's our login screen. Go to carbmanager.com and then click login right there. Okay, when you log into Carb Manager, what you're going to see is your account. So I'm going to show you my account from yesterday. And it's going a little bit slow. All right, here we go. So here's today. Okay, and I'll show you how to do an entry in a second. This is yesterday. Okay. So when we look at yesterday, here's my totals right here of net carb, protein, and fat. Here's my distribution of fat, protein, and net carbs. Now, one of the things that you need to focus on if you want to lose weight is you want your net carbs, that's the red, to be smaller. Usually for most people, the red is half of the circle or greater. You want your fat to be more, which is in this case yesterday was really good. It's half the pie chart. So anywhere from a third to half is good. And then protein should be about a quarter, and then net carbs about a quarter as well. So this is a good pie chart if you want to lose weight, and we can get more into that as time goes on. This is my allowance, the net calories, net carbs. So I did really good yesterday. I'll show you why in a second. But in the morning I had a black coffee and I did have cream with it. Now you don't want to do that on a daily basis if you're intermittent fasting. So I intermittent fast from 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. On some days. I'm going to pick up the frequency to include most days now because I'll tell you about my goals towards the end here. But the half and half cream has 6 net carbs. You want to keep that down. In fact, while you're fasting, you want 0. So you can have black coffee, but you shouldn't have the cream until about 11 a.m. Okay. If we go down here to lunch, I had these foods: cannelloni, some peanuts, blue cheese, dressing with lettuce, some smoked salmon, a chocolate chip cookie, and some chocolate. So that was my lunch. That was a substantial lunch. You can see the breakdown here: 42 net carbs, more than I want to have for lunch, 29 protein, 35 fat, 620 calories. Okay, so that was a substantial lunch. I usually don't have the cannelloni, but I made that for my family for dinner, and I had 1 piece, and a serving is 2 pieces. But lots of net carbs in that 21. So we don't want to be doing that on a regular basis. And I had a chocolate chip cookie, that's 11.5. Those are ones you want to avoid, and it tells you in Carb Manager, avoid, because there's too much sugar, too many net carbs in it. If we go down to dinner, I had that blue cheese dressing with some lettuce, a chocolate chip cookie, and some chocolate. I had some cream cheese. Actually, cream cheese is quite good for you. It's friendly to a keto or a low carb diet. I had some tuna. I actually cooked the tuna on the stovetop. I had a chicken kebab, and I had some cheddar cheese. So I had 24 net carbs, a little higher than I'm allowed for dinner. 58 protein, 50 fat, 791 calories for dinner. Then this cream cheese, I'm going to take that out because I put it into dinner. So you can tweak your day just like that. Just slide it over and remove. I had an ounce of gin with dinner and some water, and I had some soda water. So I'm going to add that soda water in as part of my water. And I had 2 cups with dinner. Still could have had a little bit more water yesterday. I'm going to fill up my water bottle, take it with me to the gym today. But this gives you a good idea of how I did yesterday. Not the typical day for me, but pretty good. as far as keeping everything in check. For fitness, I went to the gym and I swam, and that burned up quite a few calories for me, 828. So that was a bonus because that reduces my net calories for the day. It's the total calories minus physical activity, which gives you your net calories. So that's what I did. So I'm going to close this day out right here. I'm done logging. So I'm going to click that. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see that because my picture's in the way. So right here, I'm done logging. I clicked on that. If you did a good job, it'll give you some confetti. And now I'm going on to today. And today, so far, I've had this black coffee again, and I'm still in this intermittent fasting period. So I'm going to add that black coffee right there. Okay. And that's how it's going to pop up. Most simple foods. I'm going to continue logging and keep fasting because black coffee doesn't break my fast. So that's because there's no sugar in it, zero net carbs. So that's it. I've got I have about 37 minutes left in my fast. So 11 a.m. I'm going to start to eat food. I had a couple cups of water today, nothing else. So there we go. That's a good start to the day. I'll share how I did with you tomorrow, and I'll review the previous day. And then if you guys are interested, I did write a book called The 100-Day Diet. It is on Amazon. And I talk about what I did to lose over 30 pounds. I lost 32 pounds in 100 days. So I talk about that. And if you're interested in joining me for my mini course, which is coming up in January, I'll put a link in the show notes below. You can click on this link, and I designed this mini course to help people to lose weight. So basically, it'll be based on the book. You can sign up, and then you'll get these 7 modules included in this course. So class 1, which you'll need to get started, including the Carb Manager, a scale for your food, a scale to weigh yourself, a tape measure, some pictures to get started, groceries, things like that. The macronutrients, how it's important to track your net carbs, your protein, healthy fat, and your fiber. So we'll be talking about that. And then the meals, what to have for lunch and dinner. Talk about intermittent fasting in a different lesson, but that's lesson 2. Lesson 3, counting your calories. So how much should you be eating each day, and what are net calories, and how does exercise play a part in that? Talk about intermittent fasting and how you can do that. What's the best intermittent fasting? Right now I'm using the 16-8 intermittent fasting that you just saw on the Carb Manager. I'll talk about exercise, high intensity interval training. Most people get started walking and then doing some bursts or sprints. And I wasn't able to do that, trust me, when I first started, but I'm able to do that now because I had to work into that. So I had to kind of practice and train to be able to walk faster and do some sprints. I'll talk about lifestyle changes to support weight loss. Those are things like hydration, electrolytes. I'll talk about sleep and meditation to reduce stress, how those things are really important. And then, how other people may view your weight loss. Some may be positive about it. Others may be against what you're doing. Others may be warning you it's dangerous and stuff like that. I got all those comments when I was losing weight. And then finally, the conclusion, we're going to review everything, go over the key steps that you learned in the course, and then I'll offer you some coaching if you need some extra help. And here I am. This tells you more about my story on this page, some testimonials from people that have taken the course, and then the payment methods. You can pay in full right now and save $100. It's the early bird price, or you could do the payment plan 6 months at $49 a month. So that's those are the payment options for you. You can pay on PayPal or use a credit card using Stripe. So that's how we do payments. And I will put more in the show notes below so you can easily click on the link and then be able to go over to the book or the course. And if you need extra help, let me know. You can DM me or comment. I'd be happy to help you on your weight loss journey.